So, Charlie, where did this thinking about investing, that you don't buy cheap bargains, but you look for really good companies, come from?
I have a habit in life, which is I look at it and I observe what works and what doesn't. And I'd seen so many idiots get rich in easy business. So
Charlie,
naturally, I wanted to be in an easier business.
Charlie, it was very interesting to me when I first met Charlie. He had, a number of clients. His father had a number of clients, and he had thought about the businesses of each one of those clients probably in a much more perceptive way than most of them have thought about them themselves. I mean, he was incapable of not thinking through what the realities of the situation were, and what could be done about it, and he just analyzed things.
What would work and what wouldn't, and why. It's so simple.
So what are a couple of those early investments that were reflective of this new philosophy of buying really good companies?
Well, in terms of stocks, something like American Express would have been that had gotten some trouble, but it was a wonderful business. And there were some others that, in terms of buying the entire business, I probably didn't realize what a wonderful business our first insurance purchase was, but I knew it was a good business. The first real business we bought that way was See's Candy. I mean, it was really an outstanding business, and I still had enough elements from my past that I really didn't want to pay the last few $1 million. And
Few million? You didn't want to pay the last 25,000.
Yeah. And Charlie reminded me that I was slipping back into the Stone Age again, and got me to move.
So let's talk a little bit about your philosophy of managing companies. Berkshire Hathaway does not buy companies that have bad managers, right? Which is a little bit unusual. I mean, a lot of people like to buy good companies with bad managers and then replace them.
We tried.
You don't do that.
We tried it, and with the predictable results. And life is so much more fun this way too. I mean, who wants to spend their life trying to change people from their natural approaches?
You want to ruin your life, spend it trying to change your spouse.
Yeah.
It's really stupid.
Yeah.
It's just...
Marrying somebody to change him is crazy, and I would say hiring somebody to change him is just as crazy.
Yeah.
And becoming partners with them to change him is crazy.
Warren had always used a phrase I really liked. He said, "We make silk purses out of silk."